Welcome back to AM Northwest. Does your face need a little lift? Well, there's a new way to turn back the clock without surgery. Here to tell us about Ultherapy and why it's so revolutionary, we're happy to welcome back from Gorin Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, Dr. Aaron Gorin. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Explain Ultherapy.
Well, Ultherapy is a new technique that allows tightening of the skin of the face and neck and also the décolleté right through here.
Now that's new, isn't it?
It is new. That was actually just FDA approved recently for this indication here.
Mm-hmm. Is that your sagging chest?
Sort of the wrinkly chest.
Yeah.
A lot of
so many women we've got sun damage from
absolutely.
laying out in
I've
sun,
had many patients that have actually great face skin,
yeah,
but they sort of don't pay attention to this part here.
Right.
But this technique is different than just about every other technique out there for non-invasive or non-surgical skin tightening of the face and neck. It's not a laser. It doesn't use radio frequency or heat. It uses ultrasound. And ultrasound has been around for 50 years or longer for all sorts of different purposes. And as we all know, we use it for look at babies while they're developing.
Right.
It's been used for therapeutic reasons, for sports injuries, that type of thing.
I can't figure out how would you use ultrasound to do that?
Well, what it does is that this device, and it's a little tiny handpiece, and it essentially gets rubbed around the skin of the face and neck, and it has a system where we can see the deeper layers underneath the skin. And then it focuses the sound, the ultrasound energy, to cause a collagen remodeling. It all sounds sort of scientific, but it actually works great. There's essentially no downtime, very little tenderness during the procedure. It takes about an hour.
How many procedures do you need?
Typically just one, but sometimes people will repeat it. It lasts up to 2 years or longer.
Wow.
And it can't necessarily replace a facelift, but it can certainly prolong the need for a surgical intervention.
We have some before and after pictures. Let's just kind of look at the idea here.
Right.
Oh,
so
that's great.
so this is from the Ultherapy website, and you can see the upper lid on this patient, how it just without surgery at all, almost like she had an upper lid surgery.
So do you have tools that are different sizes?
We do. Yeah. There's various hand pieces to target. Like this is the neck and the
great.
jowl you see
That's
here.
great.
Yeah. And
is there any redness with this?
Just at the very beginning of the procedure, and as they're leaving, but then they're able to go back to work essentially the same day.
This is remarkable.
So
with the neck.
if you look at the jowls in the neck through here, again, all non-surgery.
How soon do you see the results?
It can take a few months as the collagen remodels, so it's not an overnight effect. But that also means that unlike surgery, where patients can look quite scary for the first couple of weeks,
right.
This is something that they can go back to work or social activities the very next day.
This is great.
So you can see the improvement that we get, and I've not seen any other device that can do this without doing surgery.
Is it changing the construction of the skin, if you will, the complex of that, or is it burning fat away?
It actually, it's not really for fat, it's mostly for the collagen. And so when it's a controlled remodeling of the collagen, as the collagen underneath the skin and in the deeper layers, in particular the fascia that overlies the facial muscles, as those get all lined up, then the skin tightens up with it. And so that's the technique of Ultherapy.
Are there any side effects?
There's really minimal side effects,
yeah,
minimal risk, and the reason it's so safe and effective is that it is ultrasound, and so we actually have a monitor that we can see which layers we're working on. So we can pinpoint exactly where we're going. So instead of a guess or just a random effect, we're able to target it specifically.
Now you have a special offer, right?
We do, yeah. So anyone looking for this type of treatment for Ultherapy, we are able to offer a free syringe or complimentary syringe with filler, temporary filler like Restylane, Juvederm, that type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I think that they can go hand in hand with each other.
Well, if you'd like to find out more, contact Gorin Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, 503-692-7222. And of course, we'll have a link on our website at katu.com. That's a great offer. Good, a great idea.
I think it's a sort of a game changer.
It seems to be. Thanks for coming in.
All right, thank you so much.